Hey everyone, hope everyone had a great trading session today. Today's recap is for May 13, 2021. Ending the day with $787. Really practice trying not to be greedy today, so let's go ahead and zoom in. First trade I took was on Tesla, then took Baba. Had a loser on Baba. I had to get stopped out on that one, and of course it kind of reversed on me right when I got stopped out. And I got back into it again, and this one it worked out in my favor. AMD was moving really slow. I'm probably gonna try and stop trading at around 10 a.m. Pacific time, or 9 a.m. for that matter, just because volume is really slow and I'm not really liking the move of the market during that time. Facebook and Tesla. Tesla was a good winner just because that's when Nasdaq started having a little dive, and that pushed the Facebook position down, so that worked in my favor. Tesla was a small $40 winner just because I decided to take this 4%. Because the market was moving really slow and Tesla was trading at the low of the day already. So already it was a really risky trade, and of course 2 minutes later it did start taking a low dive to a newer low of the day. So let's go ahead and move over to the live trades and check those out. All right, Tesla's about to come down. I do like this on the flag break, and for some reason I didn't have the auto send on. So let me go ahead and re-enter at the buy market. I want to see this stay below 596 since I entered in a little bit late. Entering with two small size and trying to be a little bit cautious and safe here, seeing that there is a lot of momentum to the downside, but I could be caught up in a pullback because it's still early in the morning. It's almost 6:40 a.m. So let's see if we can get a push lower. And also I did change the layout of my chart so that way it may be easier for you guys to see how I enter in and close out my positions, see my profits and losses as well too. Hopefully this is a lot easier. So just to sum it up, the top two grids are my 1 minute and 5 minute, and the bottom two are, well, mainly I focused on the bottom left is where all my contract position goes. The right bottom grid is just kind of like an additional one that I might use. So that's really all there is to it. And I'm still in a starter position with just two contracts. I really don't want to add any more. Even though it is going in my favor, I don't want to add to a position that's already way down. Sorry, not way down, but like the stock is way down with the puts, because if I get caught in a reversal, then the red is, I'm going to be more in the red. So what I want to do is wait for a pullback up and a confirmation that it may head lower. So a one candle pullback is not enough for me. I need to wait for maybe a few minute candles to the upside and then come back down for me to add into more positions. So that's why I try to take 2 to 3 starter positions at first, and then I'll add if it goes any lower. So I'll probably look to scale out here just because it looks like selling pressure is dying down. Not really liking the look of the buyers here. So it looks like it may close like with a green candle. So I'm gonna look to sell the ask. So I would like to get out at 16. Let's see if we can get a push down. All right, so it's going pretty well. I might look to scale out here. Maybe, okay, here we go. 1680 is when I'll exit. Just needs a flush down and then I'll get a fill. So I'm not liking the last minute candle that closed just because it looks like there's a indecision going on, and now there's a green candle that's wanting to push Tesla up higher. So I do stick with my sell order at 1680 just because I feel like there's still some momentum to the downside. But if it does start pushing up, I'll probably close out for a small loss, break even, or a small profit. So that's what I would need to practice on, because once I start seeing profit, I sometimes don't take it, and that's what messes up my account as well too. So once it start reversing on me, I'll just wait and keep holding and seeing, you know what, I think it'll come down, I think it'll come down, and that messes up my account really bad. So seeing this green push up, I'm not really liking the look of that, so I'll wait for the next candle to close. But I do still think that there's selling pressure to the downside, and that this might just be a flag pattern and short sellers taking in their profits. All right, so I'm liking the look of this candle so far. Sellers are pushing Tesla down more. And I'm trying to see more reds on the level 2. And time and sales, there we go. I'm about to get a fill of 1680. Come on. There we go, and I'm out. Quick profit on Tesla. Got my mouse over the ask button, or buy market. 3 contracts started position on BABA here. And I'm filled. There we go. 3 starter positions on BABA. 305 is my entry. So let's look to push this down lower now. Not really liking the look of this candle. For some reason, I always fear that candle just because I feel like it's just more of buyers coming in. And what I need to practice on is closing out my trades if it's not working the way that I want to as fast. But I also have to learn how to be patient. So really it's just 50-50, and that's the game of trading. Everyone says try to be patient and let the winners run, but then that's also greed in play as well. But then you also have people saying if a trade doesn't work in your favor, just cut losses or break even. So I'm really waiting for this trade to play out, and last week patience really paid off, and I was able to net with over $500 per day last week. So I'm assuming this might be a flag to the upside, and then I want this to come down. All right, so I do like that hammer from the previous candle. Let's see if it rejects that 20 moving average. Not really liking the look of this so far, so I'm gonna stop out at the 50 moving average and I'm all out. So that was a loser. BABA is coming down. I'm looking to enter in with maybe 2 or 3 contracts. All right, 2 contracts. I'm in. I like the break of that candle and the support level at this candle support right there. Looking to get a flush down and seller coming in. Needs to break below 212. I don't want to see 213 print. I want it to stay below 213. Okay, so from the previous BABA post, or the BABA position, this is kind of a similar strategy. This is kind of just a flag, I'm hoping. All right, so I'm liking the look of that, and my computer freezes. Great. All right, so there we go. That was scary for a moment there. I wanted this to break the low. Oh, there we go. Bought 10 more, and that is an example of how I add onto a position. So I want this pull back, and then once I see a confirmation that's going to head lower, that's when I'll add. So this this trade here is a good example of when I add on to positions. Want this to head a little bit lower, and I want that spike in premium. You can see the option chart here, so that way this layout is a lot easier to see when I mention there's resistance or support on the options chart. And then you can see the ladders here with my P&L. 5 minute of the stock is on the right grid. I'm still looking for BABA to head lower. And as always, trying to be patient, liking the amount of sellers coming in, all that red printing on the time and sales. I don't want to see 213 print, and I want to see it hold below 213. We'll use the 20 moving average as resistance and see if we can get a flush down. Stocks don't always go the way you want it to. All right, there we go. I'm liking that hammer. Liking the look of this so far. Maybe I could add another 10 contracts. That would size up a pretty good amount. Alright, so it's under 213 now. I want to see it flush down below 213. So what I see is that a whole number is a key level, just because I see it as a level of support and resistance as well too. So if you look at the level 2, when it reaches a specific whole number, like a say 200, 205, maybe whole half number 2, so $2 or 250 cents, something like that, you might see bids stacking up just to hold that level up. But it also has to be on a key level as well. So there's the flush down. Watching the time and sales, see how many sellers there are. So I'll probably look to scale out just a little bit, more of a premium spike. I do want to exit. I do want to take a quick profit here. Oh, okay, come on down. Low of the day to 1142 now. Perfect. So I want to see how the next candle forms, and I might look to just take this quick profit. All right, so I want to sell at 220. Let's do it 227. 12 contracts. Come on down. So I want this to fall. Premiums are spiking. Looks like buyers might be stepping in. There we go. Break below 212. That's good. Watch level 2 on the sells. The bids are stacking up a little bit. They're getting taken out though. 212s are now printing, so safe to say I should get out for a quick scalp here. Stay under 212. That's a good sign. And let's see. And I'm out. 227 per contract. I believe that was about $450. All right, entering into 3 contracts for AMD. To the put side, and I want to see a flush down with selling pressure coming in. and I am in just 3 contracts. Small size. AMD has a tight spread, so I'm pretty, less worried with this trade. Alright, AMD's kind of chopping around here. 20 moving average is acting as resistance, and the super trend is indicating that there is selling momentum, but bullish momentum. So I did add to the position because it does look like a clear downtrend. So in total, 6 contracts. You can see my total position size up here where it says net position. Alright, it's just chopping around. Not really liking the look of it so far. Contract value is barely moving at all too. Also, I adjusted this chart to be the NASDAQ because AMD follows the NASDAQ. If you guys don't know, it's very useful if you're day trading to follow the SPY and the NASDAQ, just because most stocks trade alongside with it. You can see that AMD is just chopping around. QQQ is also chopping around, so whatever the Q does, most stocks will follow if it is traded under NASDAQ. So what I'm hoping for is that QQQ will form a red candle to the downside, which in turn pushes AMD down. But now that it's starting to slow down in volume a little bit, I'm not really liking the look of it so far. Alright, I might stop out here. It's getting close to the 50 moving average, and I just want to cut my losses before it even gets any bigger. NASDAQ is not moving down as much as I wanted to. You can see how NASDAQ is pushing up. It also pushed up AMD. Just watch how this candle and AMD candle just follow each other. So NASDAQ is trading above the 20 moving average, which is a bullish signal. So even though AMD is trading below the 20 moving average, it's still acting as a form of resistance. Alright, contract is kind of staying still. NASDAQ is forming a green candle. Oops. Close out. What's going on here? There we go. Alright, come on. It's like watching paint dry. Alright, now it's starting to move above the 20 moving average. There's that green candle push. NASDAQ is about to have a push higher, and it's pushing AMD up. I don't know how high AMD can go. It could go up to this trend line as a resistance. I really don't want to hold through that, because then I'm getting stopped out, or I'm going through my stop loss at this level. So watching the NASDAQ, it's about to have a green push up. Let's see. Alright. Ugh. NASDAQ's pushing up. It's going to push AMD up right now. Alright, I broke through 74.50. See that green candle? Now AMD is coming up. I'll just stop out here. There we go. Alright, that was a $63 loser. I'll take that. And just watch, NASDAQ is pushing up, and now AMD is falling with it. It's great. Facebook is looking good to the downside and turning in with just 2 contracts right here. breaking through a level of support and my confirmation as well too. Trading below the 50 moving average is something I like. I might expect it to come up just a little bit to the 20 moving average as resistance, but for me this is a pretty solid trade. So right now it's trading just above the 100 moving average. I really would like it to break below the 100 and the VWAP. So it's got to break through a few support levels. Also, I do have the NASDAQ right here. Just keep in mind that whatever Facebook is at right now, you can see that Facebook is following the NASDAQ. So right now they're both trading just at the 100 moving average. So I do want to see a break below now. Okay, there we go. So I'll look to add into my position as long as Facebook holds below the 20 moving, or sorry, the 200 moving average. And then I'll add just 2 more contracts, just a small size, just playing it safe because I'm already in the green. Don't want to take a large position and end in the red with just this one trade. So that happened to me on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm not going to make that same mistake. Looking for a flush down. NASDAQ is moving lower. It is a little bit overextended to the downside in my opinion. It needs a pullback for a healthy looking chart. Added 2 more contracts. Broke below that 100 moving average. I want to see this trading below 306.50 now. There we go. And trading just at the VWAP level. I want to see it trade below VWAP. VWAP is a really solid support. So I'm very careful with this level right here. So what would help is if NASDAQ comes down, Facebook will come down. There we go. And I want to sell at 229 just to play it safe. And 229 is kind of a resistance at this level. You can see that there was resistance level here, right here, and if it could break above 250, that would be the next resistance level on the option chain chart. All right, NASDAQ is coming lower. There we go. I want to see a spike in premium now. It is really pushed up from 132 to 211. Looking at the 15 minute looks like it can have momentum lower as well too, and it is support level at this candle, the second 15-minute candle after opening. So it would be a pretty solid exit. All right, NASDAQ needs to come down. It's trading below VWAP now. There we go. I want to see a flush in Facebook now. There it is. All right, so I'm filled at 229. That was a quick profit, so $451. So that finishes the recap for today. I won't go over the where'd it go? Was it the Facebook? Or sorry, no, I won't go over the Tesla trade just because it was kind of a small winner. It's really not worth going over. I traded Tesla at a time where it had really low volume and was trading at almost the low of the day. So it really wasn't breaking down as fast as I wanted to, so I quickly exit for a small profit before I was caught in a reversal. A few minutes after I sold, of course, it did come lower and I would have taken a bigger profit than $40. But I just wanted to play it safe and end it green for the day. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It'll help a lot. Go ahead and also leave comments in the comment box for feedback and suggestions, and hit the subscribe button. I'll see everyone tomorrow.